All right. Good evening and welcome to Feng Shui Talk with Christa. We're at Blindly Inspired. If you've joined us before, welcome. If you're a first-time watcher here, welcome as well on the rewind or the replay. Please consider subscribing, and hit the bell there for when we go live. It would be appreciated. Christa, welcome again to another week of Feng Shui Talk. It's wasn't it just Sunday, 5 seconds ago?
No, yeah, it was Sunday 5 seconds ago. It's Monday now.
I know, right? Crazy.
But
Well, it's
yeah, I
Monday
know
for
what you
you.
mean.
Yeah, it's
Time
Monday
is
for you.
time is so everything is strange at the moment. This last week has been so. Sometimes you'll find that 5 minutes will feel like half an hour, and other times an hour will feel like or a
Right?
week. Yeah. So we are really compressing and expanding and trying to fit into these bodies. And I was just saying, I'm feeling all these. It's not just emotions; it's all these things at once. Like I'm feeling hot and cold at the same time. I'm feeling awake and tired at the same time. I'm feeling hungry and not hungry at the same time. So, yeah, all sorts of crazy things. Hey, Heaney, so beautiful to see you. Has Heaney moved?
No, Henny she just took a week off from doing YouTube chat just to reset some things, and so no, welcome back, Henny. We're grateful to see you.
Awesome. So
Our
welcome
chats have
back,
been
Heaney.
they've not been humorous. We've missed you in the chats there, Henny,
Yeah.
and we are grateful, Helene, to see you back in the chats there, and we love you, and we'll see you, of course, see you in a few hours here on the
And
YouTube.
don't forget, Heaney has a birthday tomorrow, or actually today. So happy birthday for me today. I
It's
think
Henny's
I'm
birthday
right.
today.
The 10th. I could be wrong, but I think I'm correct. The 10th. So, uh, yeah, time to unplug. Yeah, it's amazing. Not yet. Oh, she's still packing, not for an unknown. Ah, that's okay. I've done that one. It's quite exciting.
Yeah,
But really respect Heaney. It can
it
be
is not Helene's birthday. I didn't think it was.
not your birthday. Okay.
Negative. Yes, I mean yesterday was Victor's birthday.
Yesterday was Victor's birthday.
From Truth Wave, but
And today is, don't forget, ladies, it's the International Day of Women's Day. I know it's Women's Day every day. It's Fatima's birthday. That was, yeah, the 9th.
that's the birthday, correct? And we all
Yeah,
left in her latest video. We all left birthday greetings.
yeah. Hini, when is your birthday? I really thought it was on the 10th. I could be wrong. So I'm obviously wrong. And I know that we have, on Wednesday, we have PG's birthday.
You know, we have a Venus retrograde and a Mercury retrograde this week as
We
well.
have such a busy flipping month. When this is kind of what Feng Shui this week is about, because we're moving into this space. It was interesting that we did this. I mean, you know, as you say, we can't fake this stuff. You can't. It's like you. It just is what it is. So I didn't realize that we're moving into the divine feminine. So we're moving into the area of water. It's PG on Tuesday. Okay, I'm sorry. Everybody's changing times. It's a little all confused. Yeah. So what I thought. I thought it was like the 11th, his birthday.
And Chloe, just as a quick announcement here, Chloe, we should be settled up there. I did finally get I got paid, so we got you Chloe's crystals, right? At Chloe's crystals. So we got all taken care of there as well. Grateful, and now we have something to look forward to. A package from Chloe's crystals in the mail.
Okay. Passed the smart cookie test. Cool. Right, so I am so tired. We had so much sunshine today, and we've had so much sunshine. I think we might have passed summer already, but we've had a whole week of sunshine. So I've really been trying to be out as much as possible and just absorb all that incredible sunshine, and put so much of it out there as well, and just absorb all the interesting light codes that are out there, and it's very busy out there. It's extremely busy, and yeah, so the energy is heating up and pumping up. I think just thinking, I feel like I'm running a marathon. So as long as you just don't stop, so slow down, go faster, breathe a little harder, but yeah, don't stop for too long, Yeah.
And those
Just
who are here, we're going to do a little quick show and tell here. We have the
Oh,
first
did you get your
mug.
card? Oh,
With our PG's
congratulations.
designs here, we do have the first mug. These will be available. We'll discuss I just wanted to show you guys what we'll discuss in the
Yeah,
Good
they're
Donning tomorrow.
beautiful.
So we have some coffee mugs. Oop, I won't drop it, right? That'd be karma. And there's Saint Germain, PG's design there. And
Yeah,
well,
very
actually,
nice.
ChatGPT's design. And then Archangel Raphael. The next design will actually have, because this is just a prototype, but we can add logo to it and logo to it. But for now, it works well with just the two on there,
Looking
honestly.
very, very nice. Congratulations, Josh.
We got you, Lee.
Congratulations.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you.
look really, really nice. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I love the Saint Germain. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, PG. Well, chat the parameters that PG put in there caused Chat GPT to do a really good job putting that, and it translated well to a coffee mug. So
Yeah.
yeah, you got to give it Vistaprint, believe it or not. It's which is a German company, by the way, owned by a German company.
Oh,
Um,
really? Okay.
yes, it's an American. It's like you can get like all kinds of like business cards and stuff real fast. But it's owned by a German conglomerate. But it's American. So yeah. Yeah, so we'll discuss then how to get those tomorrow. We'll get those set up. But yeah, good dawning. All right, and the good dawning. All right, there's Shelly. Welcome.
Yeah, hi Shirley and hi Millie, Chloe, great, and Scotty Boy. Yeah, if you haven't got your balance crystals from Chloe, I really strongly suggest that you get your balance going. Because the sooner that you have like a little balance, and they are just even if you kind of think you know what we're doing, I would really strongly suggest that you just work with those crystals in each area. And if it's a little overwhelming for you to do your whole home, and you really know that you don't have time to do any of the tidying up, at least start in your bedroom. So just make it, because it's your bedroom is your power place. It's where you really hold your power, and hopefully that you've put your bedroom in a corner that is cater corner, furthest away from your front door, which brings you into that power position. But yeah, try just to feng shui your bedroom at least. And if you're doing your bedroom, just be very aware of obviously your mirrors and sleeping with your feet towards the door or under a window. We can't always have the ideal situation. In general, like a box or a bench at the bottom of the bed isn't always such a good idea. However, if you've got your office in your bedroom, it is a good idea. Um, or if you have the doorway at the bottom of your bed and you can't move, obviously work with mirrors and just be, whether you've done your bedroom and you're going to do it or you're not going to do it, just please be very aware what you're storing under your bed. I know that space is a premium for most of us, so we do put things under our bed, but try to make them things, because they will affect your dreaming state. And obviously you want your dream state to be as peaceful and as unattached as possible. So if you've got old tax returns and old lovers' letters, or especially gym equipment or something under your bed, gym equipment's going to really give you very restless sleep. So just try and keep it like soft furnishings under your bed. So that would be, your winter clothes or pillows, duvets, yeah, Don't put things that are of an active nature under your bed, because they will affect you. And yeah, just look what's behind your bed, on the wall behind you. Try to make it inspirational for you. Nothing too dynamic or dramatic. Yeah. There was a big thing at one stage for luck, to sleep with red sheets. It's very difficult. You don't want to sleep very much. So I would strongly, I don't suggest red sheets. I did try them. In those, when you want to do everything that's feng shui and possible, because it's also new and exciting. So, dust bunnies, yay! Hey, we'll name them at least, Scotty, so that you've got like a whole village going on underneath there. You're lucky you just got dust bunnies. Hey, a lot of people have got all sorts of other crap under their bed. So dust bunnies are fine. You've got like a little magical forest, so may you have magical dreams. Yeah, so we're working on the bagua as in a transformation. So we're working we've worked with the fame area, which has been the space of the divine masculine. And I was just thinking, it's just so much, it's really time to start shedding. Are we feeling, who else is feeling like they're starting to shed skin at the moment? And the new you is coming out. And remember, if you're shedding your skin, when you shed, you feel very vulnerable. It's just a snake. We're just observing the snake. The snake is very vulnerable. It wants to find a really cozy, quiet place to hide. It doesn't want to go out into the sun where it usually likes to go, because it's going to get burnt. And it's very tender. So we're going to be going through quite a lot of tender phases. And just before we get into the divine feminine that we're moving into right now, is such a huge month. It's just back to back with crazy stuff. So I think what we're doing with it, well, for most of us, whether we like it or not, is that as much as the earth is splitting, we're also splitting within ourselves. But I'm feeling that we're standing back to back. I'm standing back to back with myself. On one level, I'm looking at the world, and on another level, I'm looking at the divine realms. So I'm feeling like a little pushed and pulled in my being at the moment. Also running this marathon, and just focusing a lot on what I feel is for me what I need to do, which I just strongly urge you. I did actually write it. It's actually a thing I think Vivekananda actually said it at one stage. Follow yourself, listen to yourself. Don't half-bake yourself into somebody else's ideas. So it's off the social media, it's detox, all of that from social media. Be your own guru right now. And that's my best part. And if you have a brain, use it. So, yeah, think for yourself. Trust yourself. Know that, yeah, we have this beautiful family where we can share, but it's your transformation, it's your ascension. So it's this whole push me pull you, it is, but it isn't. It's all about you right now, but at the same time it's so not about you, it's about the collective. And we need to think about other people and have compassion and empathy, and really think and focus and write down some of the that's so nice. That's very interesting. Yeah, well, it's like we got each other's back as well, if you read Millie's comment. Hey Teresa, welcome. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it's like we really birthing out of ourselves. I can't even explain how I'm actually feeling at the moment. Yeah, it's like, as I say, just hot and cold all at the same time. Um, and just bringing myself back into focus. It's so much old stuff, and that's what's happening because it's the Venus retrograde as well. So, so many old things are pushing and pulling and coming up. Don't get stuck in them. This is, by God's grace, is going to be one of the last round that we're doing. Yeah, we're really moving on out of the stuff. We're spiraling. Yeah. You there, Josh?
Yep. I'm just here to back you up on that because the Venus retrograde, the shift up out of the dark and is not as just it. You know what? The dark night of the soul is almost easier than the shift up because the shift up, you have to propel yourself.
You have to.
You have to
Thank you,
stand in
Josh.
your own
Yeah,
frame. You've got to
yeah.
climb the stairs on your own. The dark night of the soul knocks you down the stairs really easy. You sit there and you cry and it just falls out of yourself and it's easy to do. But when you got to get up and now you're at the basement of the building, right? Now you got to start climbing those stairs. And as you do, all the karmic crap drop, all the ways you talk to yourself has to shift. The ways you take care of yourself has to shift. And if it doesn't shift, then all of the work done for the dark night of the soul has been a waste.
Well, that's what I say. I feel like I'm running this marathon right now, and I think we all are. So this is just this like rest, but don't stop. You know, you can take it a little slower, but you can't stop right now. And it's just keep on focusing with what I believe is my thing right now. As you say, just keep that light going. I see stuff, just keep doing it. Just keep this Prakriti rose, the safe space, showering, taking as much walks as I can. I've been really blessed to have that water, the sunshine. Um, yeah, yeah,
And
we are
Teresa, while
really.
we got a blank here, Teresa, drop me an email. Just send me so I have your email address. Just drop if you would. My email's in the channel description and such. Just drop me an email any chance you get. Thanks.
Oh,
Scotty Boy's
Scotty's
floating, so
lucky.
we're gonna hang out with Scotty because he's floating. So he's holding the center line. Some people are holding. For me, it's one day, like 2 nights ago. I was in the upper room and then some, and then some nights it's all up and down. But as long as it's more up than down, generally we're all good. We're all pretty good here.
Yeah. Now I'm pretty like going just on a track, but it's tiring. Today I'm feeling very tired. I think it's just that I've just had too much sun, and I've like,
Too much sun?
yeah.
I didn't know that could be a thing.
In Germany it is, you have like 360 miserable days, and you have 5 days of sun.
Oh, I hear you. I've lived.
Yeah,
There's a few spots like that in the United States.
and it's and I haven't been out of Germany for a long time now, for 5.5 years. So I used to say you have to, if for us Auslanders, you need to get out every year. Otherwise, fill your pockets with sunshine. Otherwise, it gets very, very heavy. Yeah. The Germans are not, they're not the greatest on humor and
No,
lightness.
no.
No, they're very heavy. Yeah.
If you ever get a chance, there was a Saturday Night Live sketch that made fun of that called Sprockets on Saturday Night. Check that out. If you ever just go type in Saturday Night Live Sprockets, and it was an American sketch from the show, and they were totally making fun of the German non humor, so to speak. So check that out if you want to. Yeah, you can get an American take on that.
Oh my, that's. I used to write for a magazine in English. Yeah. They're very literal. They enjoyed it because I'd make like kind of gentle fun of them, of their things. But anyway,
See,
yeah.
Scotty Boy agrees. Great mindset.
Chloe, you're not serious about the sunscreen, hey? We don't want sunscreen, just interesting. And just how bad sunscreen is for the environment. It actually kills the phytoplankton in the sea. So it's going off in your shower, and it goes into the sea, and all that original thanks Chloe, that original phytoplankton is
Imagine if you're like at the beach, just imagine like Miami. There's
can
probably
you
no,
imagine?
because everybody's putting all that, and then they slather it on, then they get right into the water, and it just comes right back off into the water and into the ecosystem. So yeah,
Yeah, and that's what it kills is that which is what whales eat. All that.
exactly.
It's that krill, that first layer of food, which so many fishes depend on, and whales especially. Yeah, but it's
If you really need to use it, there's some organic, like the organic non-GMO ones that are plant-based. They're generally totally healthy. But otherwise, yeah, never use a nano, especially if it says it has with nanotechnology. Some of those have like with nanotechnology on them. They're even telling you how bad it is when they do that. It's like that's really, yeah, thank you.
yeah, it's actually it's an Indian thing, a red Indian thing, where you take leaves and you put them here, the shiny side out, and you actually don't get sunburned. Did you know that one?
Yeah, well, it's kind of like the sports block in the sports
Exactly,
in
yeah.
America.
For
Yeah,
some
they
reason,
put that
and
black right here, and then
yeah,
it just reflects the sun off their face, and
but
it's
you
nothing.
can just put
Skiers
leaves
do that.
on, yeah, you just put leaves on your face and you don't get burnt. And it's also if you suck on on a pebble, you can go without water for a long time.
That's a new one.
Yeah, it's also an Indian
I've
thing.
watched a lot of like, was it Naked and Afraid? I've never seen him suck on a pebble. That was in.
Yeah, no, that one's I've done that one for many years. And just suck on a pebble.
Hmm.
And yeah, so I think this is what was talked about and meant about 0 point, because so many planets are going into 0 degrees. They're moving into new houses. I mean, how many is it, Josh? Is it 4 or 5 planets that are moving into new houses at the moment, which is quite phenomenal because
Honestly, I don't know. I've kind of all
it's
I
so
know is the
much.
Venus. I kind of right. Sometimes it's like it's so. I'm not there where I'm not like a Pam Gregory or anything where I'm like able to just like literally today is, and so I need to do this and that, and then tomorrow will be, and so but I keep track of the bigger stuff like the Venus and the Mercury retrograde, especially with the retrogrades because I've doused I've broken 3 cell phones, replaced one, 2 screens, and so Mercury retrograde and cell phones and I always need to know that. Can we get a leash this
Oh
time
God,
and
and
like
we've got
strap it to my
Saturn
arm?
going retrograde, and I think Saturn's going retrograde as well. And
Saturn's
Saturn,
direct right now, at least it was.
yeah, and it's moving into it's moving into Aries, I think.
I'm just waiting for Jupiter to go direct in Cancer in June. Thank you. The luck that's that Cancer will then be the top of the lucky in the wheel of karma. So grateful that pulls Cancer out of the wheel of karma and the cycle. And so as far as that goes, I am grateful. And so that's my big shift out is when Jupiter goes direct in Cancer for luck, love, and everything else. It shifts everything out of Cancer that's been negative for 7+ years.
And we've got on the 14th, there's that eclipse.
Oh yeah,
Um,
the lunar eclipse.
yeah,
So no fire homa from Jared.
no fire home. No, we are doing a
No,
no.
no fire homa when there's an eclipse because the eclipse takes you inward. So you have to do that
Okay,
on.
right. You should be inside as well. Yeah,
Exactly. You don't want to look at a lunar. Technically, that's Eastern.
yeah.
We're Western. We always go look at the lunar eclipse. Maybe they're doing that on purpose, right? You never know. But
Mm.
the Eastern philosophy, do not look at a lunar eclipse. Bad luck.
Yeah,
Bad
it's
mojo.
a huge month, and I think it's is it with the lunar eclipse? I could be wrong, could begin because there's just so much, but there's going to be like 4 or 5 planets. So all of the Pisces people, or people that have got a lot of Pisces in their chart. I know that I have my sun in the 12th house, so we've got so many planets popping into the 12th house. So it's going to be quite an interesting
And
transformation.
then
A
March
lot of
26th, it's a 6 planet alignment.
yeah, I think
It's
that's
the sixth. The only way I think it's Pluto's not in it or something.
yeah, but I think it's coming up. I think it's with the with the eclipse, that they're going to be so many planets in the 12th house. So anybody that's just a gentle whisper in your ear. So don't stop, guys. Just keep doing what you're doing. We're all doing fine. So anyway, so now we're going to embrace, just to make it even a little more exciting and more 12th house stuff, which is the divine feminine. So we're really working with the light and the dark side of the goddess. So I've really felt this week to be hugely, as I said, the space of fame and recognition, our space of 9, and I really just started to feel the beginnings of this intense. It's not that intense. It's just interesting. The shedding of the skin. Yeah, I think I've been saying for a while, don't push it. It's don't push it. I'm not rushing off to crack eggs or shed my skin. It'll happen when it's meant to. So it's really starting to happen, which was very much the divine masculine. Oh, that was interesting. Yeah, I'd forgotten that. I actually had some really interesting dreams about my father and Akash and his story. Yeah, which was extremely interesting. I don't do very much social media. I'm really writing. I kind of know where it's going, but we'll get where it's going in a while. I'm working up to something. Yeah, just living in the now. Plan a little bit. Do have some idea of where you want to go or what you're doing or what is your vision. But this is where we're coming. It's going to come in this week a little bit for us as well. Which so that we're working into the space of the one white water, which is also black. So it's that deep, dark void. And it's working in the space of our career and what we're here to do. It's very often for many people, if your entrance is in the center of your home, so it's going to be your entrance, yet again, your portal. It changes around a little bit, what energy that you're walking through, but do walk through, do stop at your door, make sure that everything's unsqueaking, that it's clean. That's what I say why I love Feng Shui, because we're cleaning up and we're sweeping, and at the same time we can be extra conscious about it. So it's just creating sacred space every breath of the way, guys. Just knock on your door for luck, just for, you know, awaken the energies, awaken the spirits that you hear. This is my life, because this is where we are. We've chosen at this moment to be in this specific space to manifest some reality on earth right now. So moving into our career space, stand and take an extra little bit of time as you walk into your front door. Make sure that you've got your mirrors and your protection and your balance. It just makes it so much easier on yourself. And if you haven't, as I said, please just talk to Chloe about her incredible little feng shui pack so that you can get a quick balance. For those that missed it, if you're not doing your whole home, at least do your bedroom. The instructions are reasonably clear about what areas are there and how to work with it. So at least you can get those energies activated, because this is our right. It's not just about health, wealth, and happiness. It's about our creativity and learning experiences, recognizing ourselves, and obviously relationships. So right now we're working with our career, our path of life area, which vibrates very much to our soul star chakra. So when you're walking into your home, maybe just stop for a little minute. I found that I've changed the way that I connect with the earth at the moment. I actually feel that I've got magnets in my feet. So I just turn on those magnets and let them click. I like it when they click. I feel that I'm there. You can also send down the anchor or the roots and just connect into that divine crystal that's vibrating in the center and being activated more and more and more. You must know so many people are awake and are on like a big part, next big part of the journey. So many are waking up. So there's just so much more exciting energy that's just being pumped onto Mother Gaia right now. Yeah, I've been creating amazing, beautiful stuff. Yeah, really like flying off to my planet quite a lot. But bringing it down here, just bringing the beauty. I know that I hold a lot of beauty, and that's just creativity. I've always had an abundance of it. My life feels like it's very different where I am, not communicating with people, not because I don't want to, it's because they don't understand me. So all very interesting. So I talk a lot to the trees and to the animals, and then just whatever energy I have. And because I see so much, I just push that out to you in this beautiful Prakriti rays. Then to anybody that wants to pick it up, really holding Germany. It's on a very, it's on a direct line to all over. So that's really coming up for me this right now. Another shift, another layer of what I'm doing here. So you're going to be getting this. This is your career, your path of life. As I say, connect with that bottom thing, but also connect hugely with our soul star. And as Josh was saying, it's hard work right now, guys. We have to really keep pulling ourselves up. I'm just, and I will share them maybe tomorrow that I've really, because I know it's difficult for some people. So it's not like I can make ready to go macabres for you because it's really your own creation. But it's kind of, let's make it a bit easier for you so you can use what I've created and just keep working with it. But it takes work, yeah? It takes work. Every second that you can, just try to be more positive, try to be positive. And the more that you do it, the more easy it becomes, yeah? So, yeah, and it's the divine feminine. It's really bringing in that incredible deep love, that deep richness and all aspects of the feminine, really also tuning in a lot to Lakshmi at the moment. But coming through the heart chakra to Lakshmi, yeah? So, and obviously having the nice grounding of the base chakra and Ganesha at the moment, or also not at the moment, just always. Thank God for Ganesha. But remember about the water. Josh, what's happening? When is that Vader Austin? I'm so jealous. Did
And I
you
what?
that that Vader Austin? I heard Ben talk about
Oh yeah,
Vader, Vader Austin's going to be in Boulder or something.
I had heard. I have to look into it, but
Oh, you must please don't miss it. She
if I
does,
can,
yeah, she does the water.
hmm?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll check it out. I mean, I've
yeah.
got to.
I have mentioned. I did mention if you don't, if you didn't at the time, just listen to a video or two. Oh, thanks, Millie. Yeah,
Yeah,
on the
Millie did a post
yeah,
on the Earth
yeah,
Star Chakra. Yeah, I took a snapshot of it. It was in Victor's chat the other day. He had mentioned something of it. So I took a snapshot of the chat. I've just been busy and such, so I'll go back and take a look tonight.
yeah. Yeah, she does. Yeah, she's got a very interesting story, but she freezes water and then it makes pictures, and you can do
Hmm.
it at home in your freezer. It's not a big
Sure.
deal. Yeah,
Sure. You water you yeah, go online and just look up say love the water, say hate the water, and just look it up on YouTube. And the
yeah,
water I here, just the proof. This is my normal life here. I'll drag it up from my kitchen.
yeah. But if you have an
Well, there you go.
opportunity to see her,
It's the word love. There you go.
yeah,
On the side of my water filter is the word love. And then love is written on the other side of it too. So there you go.
yeah. So
Yeah.
just I've started putting my water in. I've got this round vase, and I just feel that that round shape is just so contained. and then using that's my elixir water, and then I use bits of that water for everything else. But I just feel that round shape is amazing. Yeah, Veda Austin, she freezes water and she programs it into
Mhm.
patterns, and it
Yep.
makes artwork.
Yeah, she uses words and all kinds of stuff music and other frequencies to flip them to vibrate the water. And yeah, you could watch heavy metal versus like classic rock versus like
Yeah.
symphony
I
music
did.
with
It was
water. It's
interesting because her
crazy.
son was asking about heavy rock music, so she actually did. And I think that the first one that she really saw was Stairway to Heaven, where the water created a stairway when it froze. Yeah,
Hmm. I wonder
but
what it looked
she
like when she played Highway to Hell, right? From AC/DC.
that was my favorite here in Germany. They had that was like I don't think they understand what they're singing, but it was a whole church social, the children's social. And they were in the community hall. It was a Saturday, and they were blasting out. I'm on a highway to hell.
Out of a church. That's funny.
I
Nice.
don't think they're obsessed with rock here with no metal. Very
Well, yeah,
heavy.
yeah. I was funny. I was listening. I was in the car with a friend today, and all of a sudden she's like, "Oh!" And she turns up the radio, and of course she's turning up Rammstein. Of course, so it's like you didn't hear it.
Did you
It's
think of
not as
me?
bright. I did actually. Du hast mich. I was like, yeah. Hey, Suzette, welcome. Grateful to see you.
Hmm. Hey Suzette, I hope you're sparkling a little bit. Yeah, I think of Suzette quite a lot actually. So, especially when the sun is shining, then that's not that often. But no, we've had beautiful sunshine. It's been very intense. So yeah, this is the career area. That's your base star, which would have been your fame and recognition area. But this is your soul star, which is the one above. So, I'm just spiraling as often as I can. And when I'm finding that I have these thoughts of past, my life, the this, the that, I'm just really acknowledging it, saying thank you very much. I'm just going straight into the 0 point of it and saying you can just disintegrate, you can go now. Thank you for letting me know you were here. You served your time. Goodbye. Moving on, and let's create another beautiful vortex of love and light in the sky. So that's what I'm doing. I'm really just not going down. Yeah, and then his work is also just amazing. Yeah. Um I think Vader Austin says I've got that book here. It's been like kind of my Bible for many years since, and that was that movie. If you want to watch it, I strongly suggest as well. It's called What the Bleep Do We Know Anyway? Just to make you thanks Shelley. Yeah, healing, lots of healing. That's just yeah. So I don't have time to get involved to like waste time on my own shit. Like God, I know it's come round and round and round and round and round, and it's just thank you. You've served your time. I think this is a huge part of yeah. Thanks. Yes, that's exactly the one with it getting activated with Metatron. Yeah. So we're working hugely with that. You can stand, if you're working with that, thanks, Millie. Yeah. Just see yourself standing within the, I don't like to push to tell people what to do too much because you'll find your own way. And as I just said, is find really be your own guru. And if you have a brain, please use it. If you don't, it's okay, then we'll like feed you. There we go. But if you put it flat on the ground, that's how I work with it. And then I see myself standing in the middle of it. Yeah, flat on the ground, and then those pillars vibrating in a vortex up around me. Yeah. Yeah, so that's like I used to do it the other way where you're doing it with the two triangles, but I find this way just so much easier and so much, yeah. It's just clicking. Yeah. So if you
Metatron,
just
unfortunately, won't go like that on the wall, but yeah.
Yeah. No, that was fun. It's a good
Exactly.
behind you. It's good. And it's got part of the flower of life in there. It's a beautiful one, Josh. But yeah, just stand in the middle and let it vibrate. Let the pillars just come up around you in a spiral. I'm also working with a slightly different macabre. I think it's just very old, but it's also very new, and it's not as complicated as the Metatron one. Well, it's you to work with what you want to work with. It's actually working with the diamond crystalline body and just activating that. Also spiraling, lots of spiraling, and it's best to spiral anti-clockwise because time goes clockwise, and we're actually unwinding time, and we're unwinding all the shit that time put onto us. So that's why we spiraling. That's why it's good to spiral backwards, anti-clockwise. Yeah, but for some people it's different. Yeah, I'm just doing it anti-clockwise, and that's my reasoning behind it. And it works. I've tried both ways, and I just find like listen to what my body's doing, and my body's just doing backwards right now. One stage it was doing both, but right now every time I think of the spiral, it's just hitting anti-clockwise. And it's just doing its own incredible vortex. But it takes a little bit of practice. It doesn't take very much practice. 3 days, and you've pretty much these days pretty much made a good set in your consciousness. Yeah, it's the same as with chanting mantras or whatever. Those seed sounds are still so amazing. They are our primal sounds. They're the sounds that we first said as a child. There's a reason we said them. Go back to them. If you can put them into a mantra, awesome. But also just know that you're pure and holy and free and divine light and divinely loved, and surround yourself with incredible love. And don't forget to put it out to everybody else as well, or to this big planet that we have. That's what I wanted. What is your vision for the planet? What is the vision for yourself? And maybe you don't have a vision for yourself. I'll share some beautiful visions tomorrow. They're just so beautiful. They they resonate with me. They're not all mine, but it's just really some beautiful things to share and to think about and to just be inspired. Could actually write a beautiful book just of visions for the planet. Yeah. So yes, we're back to this our career area. We're a little bit of black. Black has got two energies to work with. I'm working with it as very protective at the moment, and as transformation, and yes, the divine feminine. And yeah, Chloe, if you want to dance, please dance. She's really it's raising of the kundalini. This it's not just raising of the kundalini. Every day you need to work with the kundalini. So that's also just remind you to actually do your 7 minutes or 5 minutes of kundalini meditation every day if you can. Oh, thanks, Scotty. I appreciate. Yes, I got 0044. Thank you. So we're moving into, so get those pens and papers out, working with rebirth and life purpose. What are you here for? Stop and ask. I'm just writing. I can't, I do believe what I'm writing, but it's, yeah, because I'm asking what I'm asking. Yeah. And 3 days, and it's just amazing what happens. I mean, it used to take us weeks and weeks and weeks to set something into motion, but like 3 days, I'm finding if you just do something for 3 days, you've actually jumped over a huge hoop. So career is vibrating hugely to our crown chakra, which is beginning to open and connect to our higher self. We can work with it, but more is to visualize the soul star above us. As I said, it's not really a chakra, it's an energy around our head, and it is not really a chakra. The chakra is outside and it's a gift. Yeah, we can push and do all of that, but it's a gift. And we work with all the other chakras. There we go. I must look up this Napoleon Dynamite. I don't know. I was probably say, oh yeah, of course I know.
I can catch you a delicious bass, but I'd have to eat it first. But yeah, Napoleon Dynamite's a great movie. If you have not seen it, check it out.
Which one?
Napoleon Dynamite, the movie, it's pretty good. Check it out. It's not
What
bad.
movie? Sorry.
Napoleon Dynamite, the movie.
Oh, okay. Oh, is it a movie? Oh, I thought it was
Yeah,
a
it's a movie.
band.
It's an MTV movie, actually. Believe it or not.
Okay. Yeah, I think there's just still so, I mean, it's we haven't even begun yet with what's going to come out about just things that are of interest. So just be careful, be really integrous about what you're feeding your eyes, your nose, your ears, your soul, your spirit. What are you watching? What are you wasting time on? I often hear this little voice saying, if you're doing this, what could you be doing instead of this? So yeah, listen to those little voices. Oh yeah, and then of course, yeah, okay, sorry, let's just carry on with career here. So get for many of us, if you're going through a new change, and well, we're all going through a new change, we are really just shedding part of this body. It's not happening overnight. Tensioning up on your food, on your water intake, on your breath intake, just purifying
Coffee
from
and
the
good.
outside and the
Yeah.
inside. How's the water going, Josh?
The water, it's right now it's coffee, but the water it's going, but not so much. But it's going. But I need to drink more water. But
It's okay.
goals are three of these or four of these a day, and I'm at least at two, so it's a start.
How do you know that you're on the right path?
As far as
Just anything. Just if you, how do you know that you're on track? The only way you know that you're really on track is when you go off track,
that works.
if that makes sense to you.
Hmm.
Yeah? Because then when we're off track, so it was just with the water. So, okay, so you didn't drink as much water as you. So tomorrow
Exactly.
we just, tomorrow you say, okay, I'm just like getting stronger again, and but don't go off track too far that you can't find. That's the whole thing. It's like this internal navigation system, like airplanes, yeah. They have this automatic, and the only reason that they know that they're off track, that they're on track, or get back is when they go off track and then they come back and off and back and off and back. So it's that incredible, beautiful spiral. So yes, we keep following, but sometimes it's, when you breathe for too long, you can go off track. At the moment, it's like just all pumping so fast. So yeah, so write down your visions and your clarity, your soul purpose, your purpose, and we are working hugely on finishing up Solvis right now. It's like this whole 0 point new birth, reset. They're not just like coffee slogans or t-shirt slogans. Really dwell on what they mean. We are resetting with all these planets going into 0 point. Don't know that much about astrology. I get by. It's not my forte thing. I mean, I enjoy it and I get a good sense of it, but this is just, I've heard some of that, even astrologers. What are they going to do? Because it's all changed. I don't know what the Buddhists are going to do because it's all changed. And you're going to find that a lot of people who were also on the path are going to be so focused on staying on their path instead of taking those little, like, meandering journeys. So they're going to get dogmatic in where they were standing for the last 5 years or something. Instead, it's so brand new, guys. This is like we're creating as we're saying, as we're breathing. So what you write today might be different for you tomorrow, but just have some idea for yourself. And if you don't have an idea for yourself, at least have it for the planet. What is your purpose? And if you don't know, just ask. Ask for your guides to be around. Maybe you're going to get in new guides. All sorts of things are happening. Yeah. Be more and more tuned into communication with your higher self. I prefer working, but guides are coming in very strongly at the moment for me. But I prefer to just work strongly with my higher self, what I call my higher self. So connecting hugely. So I think Millie will put, maybe Millie, if you can just repost that as well, that would be really awesome to work with both our soul star, our earth star, and our soul star. So we're really creating that beautiful macabre around us, the Metatron's cube. Yeah. And learn to trust the guidance. And how do you trust the guidance? You listen. Yeah, you follow through. Yeah, and the more you follow through, and it's not easy, it's not always easy. And sometimes the easiest things are the most difficult. But just remember, as I said, how do you know that you're on track is when you're off track. So that we can just say, okay, I've rested a lot too much now. I am going to get up half an hour earlier tomorrow again. Oh, so I have very strange sleeping hours. I'm just, say, feeling a little, and it's okay. I don't know what's happening in the planets right now. I know something big out there. I'm looking forward to waking up early tomorrow morning. And then after we've moved into this, then we're moving into the divine relationship, which I think is going to be roundabout solstice. Or is it equinox? No, it's solstice. Yeah, on the 20th, which is again the. I felt a long time, it was round about December or the beginning of this year, that this huge moving up to solstice was actually really just pouring out love. So that's what I keep at the back of my mind, or at the front of my mind, is that's why I don't want to go. I'm just spiraling all this nonsense. Just let it go, spiral it out. Trying not to think about it, trying for it not to take hold. Okay, because I really want to move out of the space and into a higher space of recognition for myself, self-evaluation, yeah, and just leave a lot of that dramatic stuff behind. But it's really just opening more and more and expanding that heart chakra. And if you're not feeling it, ask for it and just do it. Yeah, you've got a lot of angels hanging around us right now at the moment. Yeah. Awesome, thanks. Yeah, I think that's really nice. And yeah, breathing. Thank you, Heaney. If you have any breathing, number one rule in the 3D book, or breathing with consciousness, yeah. Heaney, I was wondering about that yellow snow, actually, if it isn't the pee of reindeer, which is what they ate, because the reindeer munched on those beautiful red and white spotted mushrooms. So the shamans from up north would actually drink reindeer urine. So, I mean, it just was another thought about it. Yeah. Hey, Victor. Nice to be here. Thank you. Is Victor here? And my thought at the moment, what I've just been is little magic mushrooms. They grow in Kaupu. And this has been my latest research, is do they grow in Kaupu all over the world? Or is it just specific?
No, it's all over the world.
Well, there was a thing, and they said that it was only last year that they discovered these mushrooms in Zimbabwe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, any cow, as long as there's enough humidity, it's just cow poop is all you need. So that's why it was like teenagers go cow tipping, or at least used to. You don't need to so much anymore. But there you go. Back in the States, it was a big thing in the 80s to go cow tipping, and then of course lift up. If you just lift up the meadow muffins, generally they're underneath.
Yeah. So yeah, interesting. So that was yeah. So that was just the thing because there's very little written about South Africa. So I didn't know if our African cows.
Hmm. Any cow, it's just a matter of the amount of sunlight versus humidity versus time, and that's really all it
Yeah.
takes. I mean, you can get in Colorado, since now it's legal. You can get grow kits and spores legally, so you can make your own closet. All you need is like 73 degrees, 72 degrees, and dark. And yeah, you need a substrate, which is usually in the field it's the cow poop. Here you can use other things. Generally, you don't want to use cow poop, but you need something to grow it out of, so substrate. And
Mm.
so, but yeah, it was now it's some sort of moss, but generally, yeah, it was cow poop. That's the substrate out in the world.
Yeah, because I also live in cow country here as well. We live here with those real milk cows, the black and
There you go.
white
Son.
ones.
I'll give you Scotty that. He worked at a ranch, did the same thing. He just pick them when he saw me pick them. Favor. There you go.
Yeah, apparently also in horse poop.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, it's interesting that it's texted where it comes from is actually the work. I mean, I've known this, but it's working with the sacredness of the cow in India. So, what came first, the cow or the religion? I mean, that's why the cows are so sacred in India because they make such beautiful psychedelic poop. So they're going to have great deep reverence for the cow.
There you go.
Yeah. There's deep reverence for the cow all around the world, hey? I was just actually looking at something with Africa, and that's the Ankh sign. And that's that, and it actually it's quite simple. It's not just the Egyptian thing, it's those huge horns. They have those very long horned African cows, and they're called Ankhs, the cows. All the way through Africa have a derivation of the name Ankh in it. But yeah, no, I hadn't heard of cow tipping.
Yeah,
We
it's
wouldn't.
the thing. So cow tipping, basically, you grab a bunch of teenagers, right? Wheel off
Yeah.
into the country, and then of course you're also looking for shrooms. But in the meanwhile, when a cow sleeps, right, if you run into it hard enough, because they're sleeping standing up, and you don't know, and their center of gravity's off, a cow, you just knock a cow right over. It's a thing, or you could push them over too.
I heard that the monkeys do it in India.
Knock the cows over,
No, they eat the mushrooms, especially the
probably.
teenage monkeys. Yeah,
Oh, there you go.
they go tripping. Yeah,
Nice.
very interesting. Yeah.
See, Chloe remembers these days. Cow tipping. It truly is a thing.
Well, there's that whole thing with like knocking the goats over as well.
Yeah,
That is
I
a
wouldn't
big
do that
thing.
personally since I'm an ox, Chinese astrology, and goat's my enemy sign. I would end up with some sort of weirdness happening.
Uh,
But yeah,
Suzette, have you fixed your mirror? I hope you have at the bottom of your bed. So if you didn't hear it, just work nicely with your room. It's with your bedroom. It's not very difficult to work with some feng shui in your bedroom. Just get those areas activated, or at least know which areas you're working with. And again, a strong recommendation to get that little kit from Chloe so that you can get that energy moving quick, 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 quick. And it comes with a mirror for above your front door and a sparkly thing to create rainbows in your life. And yeah, just get moving. It creates it's almost it's like yeah, it's a bit like a Metatron's cube around you. Yeah, it's like a nice yeah. I was actually doing that. I was taught. We'll talk to PG about that, which is actually that looping. It's a different looping. It's that what is that? That yeah, but it is the looping. Yeah. Well, guys, that's about all I got for us for today. So just get your careers working, drinking your water, really tuning into the energy of Don't bet on the horses. Yeah. So tuning in, start writing, even if you think that you know where you've been or where you're going. You might be surprised at what comes out when you start writing. So, as I said, it's definitely a time for a lot of soul contracts to kick in, or new parts of our contracts are kicking in, and a lot of contracts are ending as well for now. Yeah, bulls. Yeah, that was also a lot of my meditation and research is Nandi, who is the bull of Shiva, and you always find a nun. And why the bull is that he is so pointed and focused and dedicated to keep on the path of devotion and on the path of sadhana, which is just our small spiritual practice. And if you don't have a spiritual practice, please get one. Just a small little spiritual practice. Okay, so
All right, guys. Krista, we thank you as always, and we will see you next week. And everybody here, thank you. We are grateful. And of course, if you're new here, please like, subscribe. And of course, we are live Monday through Friday at 10:33 a.m. Eastern, 7:33 a.m. Pacific with Good Dawning with Mr. Floyd and family, where I channel Archangel Raphael, Saint Germain, Goddess Isis, Kuan Yin, Sekhmet, White Buffalo, Calf Woman. And if you want to see me possibly have a heart attack, Archangel Michael as well. But otherwise, guys, I love you all. Krista can be found at Blindly Inspired on YouTube. Again, that's or if you just start typing Blindly Inspired, literally, since she's the only one with that, which is smart, she shows up immediately. There is no other handle or anything else on YouTube to mess with that, which is kind of amazing, actually. Because it's got to be somebody else who's blind and inspired, got to inspire themselves, right? Krista only has 40% of her vision.
Yeah, you got it there. That's why I share this big bundle of stuff, because I do get it. So thanks everybody. I really appreciate the support and the love, and be inspired and buy a cup. We're looking
We'll
forward to
discuss on
hearing
Good Dawning
more about the mugs. And
Yes.
congratulations, Josh. And thank you, Josh. Thank you for making this possible for myself and for all of us. You really are amazing. Thank you.
Thank you as well, Krista. We're all going to join Rooted Willow. We support her and her channel. And so if you want to scroll up, and if you're watching this in the rewind or the replay, give Rooted Willow a click there in the chat and give her a subscribe. You might find something different there on a small channel that you wouldn't have seen otherwise. We love you all, Krista. Thank you, and we will see you. Krista will be live tomorrow at noon Eastern time. That's in America, or Scotty's time there, really early. We'll just leave it at that. In the morning. So there you go. But otherwise, Krista, we love you, and we will see you tomorrow on your channel at Blindly Inspired at noon. That would be Eastern time in America. That's Eastern Daylight Savings Time. So there we go. All right, guys, we love you all, and I will see you all over at Rooted Willow. Have a great evening. Thank you all for being here. Love you.
Oh, love you all, guys. Thank you.